and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today's taking flights in the Airbus A320neo in LATAM Brazil colours on a flight from here in Sao Paulo, Congonhas Airport to Rio, Santos, Dumont. About an hour or so flight time today, nice and short little trip, although hopefully with the RNAV approaches runway 02 right, so it's quite a flight approach into destination. So, departing from Congonhas very shortly, so it's also in the aircraft to the cockpit, prepare the aircraft departure, and hopefully we'll be airborne in the next couple of minutes. We are making use of the brand new Toolbar Pushback, Toolbar mod, which hopefully will massively increase our pushback ability, especially the pre-planning. We'll go into that in more detail as that goes on. So we'll get the bags up to the airplane, we'll have a little detail of the program, so flips and the flops and the grabs it there when you do unlock it. It's nice little details, I think. Jesus! Sorry. What was that? I'm too sure something. Sorry. Sorry, I've just had a really bad day for the belly. I'm not quite sure what just went bang with it. Right, well, carry on I get. I figure that was. Nothing serious. Alright, batteries on, snort power on, is nav. Cruise set, arm the emergency lights, nav lights on, stroke automatic, not yet. Go to our tablet, start up, shall we? Flight time about an hour today, can you see? About an hour of flight time today. The rain starts to kick in as well, so potentially going to be down to a flight today. Sorry, did you hear the bang? Sorry, did you guys... A bit quiet today. Hang on, I'll adjust the volume shortly. You heard a bang, right? That wasn't just me going out of nowhere. Something just went bang. Right, fuel on board today. So fuel requirement today is 4949. Sorry, yeah, 5,000. That'll fuel up the aircraft, jump down to our tablets, get the passengers boarded. Nice and simple today. Menu to AOC. Sneaks, thank you. Thank you for coming sponsor. Thank you very much, dudes. Welcome to, well, it's a class 14 months. Sorry about that. You had the bang as well. Just all of a sudden, just like bang in the background. Gee, sorry. I've had a absolute mare of a day today. Well, actually, the day wasn't so bad, but just mistakes, you know. Mistakes. SB, SP, so Sierra Bravo, Sierra Papa after departure, arriving at Sierra Bravo, Romeo Juliet. Plug that into our airport, send that, while we wait, we'll do our weight and balance, load the aircraft up, and starts the boarding. Right, let me figure out what that was that went bang. Well, it's an airplane model, but I don't think that's what it went bang, so horribly. It's just out of nowhere. Jesus. Right, passenger boarding now. We'll get our receive messages, send and prints. Collect our sheets. Also start boarding with PACX. If you're on PACX, then there's a new alpha version out, which changes the flight boarding process. I must say, looking very good indeed. So we'll pull. Well, that's our flight information. Right, departing from Sierra Bravo, Sierra Papa to Sierra Bravo, Romeo Juliet. Flight number is LA3271, cruising at level 290. Flight time today is 1 hour and 5 minutes. Departure in approximately, so same flight at 45. So 15 past departure will be 15 plus 25, 26 minutes. They're flying the A320neo today with a passenger count of 182. And one thing I do like is the actual kind of like the preloading stats for the aircraft. So if I selected ATR, you can see now shows the ATR cabin. Look at the MD-87, shows the MD-87 cabin. You can load it, board it, whatever you need to do. It's a nice little extra just to show the cabin in action. So Concorde, and that comes out soon, C202C throughout, just all that. It's a really nice little extra, I do really like it. So an update's coming soon on the full version of PACX. But if you're on their Discord server, you have it now as a alpha. But again, alpha, specs, bugs and issues, so you the perfect version yet. Right, 182 passengers, no Wi-Fi, no entertainment. Next page, we have got boarding music for LATAM. I've got safety briefing for LATAM. Get snacks, no meal service, customs card not required, domestic flights. Customs card as well, new requirements if you're flying international into countries that don't have, for example, visa verification. Then yes, you can also start that all up. Yes, new update. Well, it's currently in alpha, so it's not released yet. But if you go onto the Discord server, you can download the alpha version of PACX, which includes that update. Right, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Papa to Sierra Bravo Romeo Juliet. Flight number is LA3271. On the IRS. Cost of next going to be 30. Cruising altitude at flights level 290. Zero fuel weight, so it's going to go from the aircrafts. Block fuel on board will be 5. And with that, pre-planning is complete. Jump to the flight plan. We'll set up our flights now. Not too many waypoints, starting off with a Nibiru. We have got ATC for departure, so we'll speak to ATC very shortly. Nibiru directs to Kevin, that's on top of complete. Kevin. Perfect. Won't clear this facilities, there is an arrival, the Asula 1 Alpha, although we're using the RNAV instead for 02 right. Listen to the ATIS, and we'll get all that sorted out with the TOW. So listen to the ATIS.
Wind 050 at 1 knot. Few clouds at 5,000 feet. Dew temperature 0.18 degrees Celsius. Temperature 22 degrees Celsius. Nimbus. Thunderstorm in the vicinity. Altimeter 1015. Visibility 10 kilometers. Wind 0.
Cool. Since we're going to be connecting to an area controller, Sao Paulo control, there's no information Bravo actually. I tell a lie. Information Bravo is currently in use. So contacting on Bravo. Iris is aligned. Thank you very much. We'll start the APU. Turn on fuel pumps and seatbelt sign as well. Right, 129.75. 129.75. So at the moment, Sao Paulo, quite well, it's not super busy, but you go to South America and IVAO, it's always going to be a few aircraft dotted around. In fact, I'm going to see throughout Brazil today. Destination looking quiet, but it works for us. We just need to make sure that you do get the 02 right approach in Sao Paulo. So grab our charts, make sure we got our stand confirmed. We're posting at stand. Stand 7, I believe. Yeah, for example, from the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, stand 8 we're right now. Stand 8.
O Webjet 906 está pronto para posicionamento. Gate 309.
What?
Autorizado.
Not about sim freezing, about audio. Oh, if it's audio still framed. Not sure then, I'm afraid it may be, well, most likely down to scenery. Something to do with your scenery, not working.
São Paulo, azul 9093, está estabilizado no whisky da nossa site direita.
Yeah, got the fish swap key set right, that's ready to go. So we're contacting Sao Paulo control. Using the experimental version of FlyByWire, Jonathan, the experimental version. Good evening, Sao Paulo control. This is TAM 3271 stand 8 at Sao Paulo. Congonas, requesting clearance to Rio Santos Dumont. Very good names today. We have version Echo. Impression Bravo.
Cleared Rio flight level 290 is filed. IN 1 Alpha departure, Nibru transition. Squawk 3705.
TAM 3271 is cleared to destination Dumont, up to flight level 290 is filed. It will be the IN 1 Alpha departure via the Nebru waypoint, and it's squawking 3705.
If you're in an emergency exit row, please exit seating response.
3271, read back correct.
3705, right, that's set. That was the worst clearance request I've ever done, but hey ho. It's departing runway 17 right, Ryan 1 Alpha, via the Nebru transition. Let's have that. Should be no clear discontinuity for the Nebru. That's our flight plan filed. Do our performance now, that's the last step. I'm ready for my screenshots as well, once Flight Sim requires that. Explain's fine, explaining that I can do screenshots natively, Microsoft Flight Sim, need to crop the second monitor, and therefore it's going to have it in the background.
Right.
So what else I have me to do now is open the calculator for our performance.
Clear skies on the other side. Taxi at our discretion. Thanks so much. I apologize for any mistakes. Go on, German. Bye bye.
Hopefully this time we'll be able to get information for Sao Paulo. Because I remember some American airports don't work with this yet. Still in beta, still in testing, so no release yet from the since like Rise for F3's new performance calculator, but it's getting there. It's certainly getting there. 17 right, pull the meter. Currently wet conditions, but not slippery wet, so it's starting to rain. Anti speed off. Takeoff weight is 68. Takeoff center gravity will be forward. Flex will be flex takeoff today. Config on flaps. Flaps will be on, and we MSFS 38 use Toga. Okay, well fair enough. The runway too short, so we're gonna have to use Toga regardless. Okay, apparently not. Let me try this normal center gravity. Flex takeoff not possible on this runway. Use the inputted weights Toga. It's the right one, right? 17 right, 17 right. Okay, so according to that, Seven's runway doesn't exist. So we'll go back to TPC. Try from that instead. I mean, in reality, the aircraft can take off from this runway because Sao Paulo, Congonas, normally. Right, A320, runway length is... Have I just got the runway length?
Gente, autorizado ILS Yankee, pista 09 direita, altura 3898, vai reportar estabilizada.
So the runway length here is... this is meters, isn't it? Yeah, so meters, it's 1... No, not that one, sorry. It's 1940, so genuinely too short runway. Less than 1,000 feet, wind component, sorry, tell a lie, airport's 2,000 and something. Wind component will be headwind of 1 knot. As the temperature reporting at 22 degrees centigrade. QNH 1015. So you're going to have to flex takeoff today because the runway actually is really short. It's going to have to go flaps config 2. So if I go to the flaps system flaps 2 for takeoff, anti-air speed no, and road position is wet. So the target takeoff 123, 135,
Roger that, go
123, go to performance page. So 135,
São Paulo,
139.
TAM 3897 para puxa acionamento portão 10 Congonhas.
Transition attitude, charts.
Atento ao
Transition is going
Embraer,
to
tá? Tá
be...
puxando agora na Mike, que vai ingressar na novembro aqui.
Boy, hang on,
A gente vai puxar na November, tá com o visual do tráfego TAM 3897.
Right, transition 8,000 feet.
O azul na 013, atento ao primeiro penso esquerdo.
2 for takeoff.
Thanks para avisar o
Flex
tráfego,
temp, that blank, toga. Right, so we're now done in the cockpits. Aircraft is set up ready to go. Brains are a bit stronger, passenger boarded. We are just about ready to go. So, welcome to the new and improved pushback toolbar. Get rid of jetway and we'll get rid of the baggage. That should now clear around the rest of the aircraft. What we can now do is pre-plan our pushback. They're landing or departing? The answer is they are just landed, of course. So, we will be departing on runway 17 of course, so pushing back facing the north. Therefore, as we pre-plan our pushback, similar to better pushback on X-plane, can do is set up controls work, hot shifting from around, use control and zoom in and out. So what we have is a map of the airport. Can do is set up a path for the aircraft's pushbacks. Here is the stand. You can rotate the airplane's position heading, so push it back straight, like a couple of meters, and a 90-degree turn facing towards the taxiway. So create a path, you then press enter to confirm it. Our pushback has been pre-planned, and we are good to go. So close that. We'll now request our push and start from the tower. TAM 3271, stand 8 at Sao Paulo, ready to push and start.
3271 pushback and startup is approved. Maintain no separation with the other traffic in Airbus A319. Maintain no separation.
Push start approved, and will maintain separation with traffic, TAM 3271. Of course, we give permission to go now. If we request our pushback, we've been told to essentially keep separation with the TAM that's just pushed back now. So, with better pushback, we now have full on. So, pre-planned pushback, we can now set directions as per the aircraft requirement, which JPU for the aircraft connects. All the voices also now done automatically, so we've got pre-recorded voices, similar to what you get in pushback in terms of the different stages of push and starts. And definitely a better way of doing things now. So you know the aircraft will push onto the taxiway, there's no kind of way around it, the aircraft will push into the correct position. So that's
the bypass pin is installed, all doors and hatches closed, and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set, you may lift.
Seeing here is now a conversation between the co-pilot and the ground crews, which is all done via this interphone. And yeah, it's just again, it's another little way of creating.
Okay, clear it for push start. Please release parking brake.
Brakes released.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
So it will start in the sequence.
So yeah, it just creates another dynamic in the cockpits. You get a voice from the co-pilot, you now take stuff into account. It just makes life a whole lot nicer on the flight deck. As I've been saying for a long time, better pushbacks has always been the best pushbacks within a flight sim in this case. But the pre-plan is what made it good. So it's really, really nice to have the pre-plan also available in Microsoft Flight Sim, Just make sure the aircraft's in
São
exactly
Paulo
the
tá
right place for you.
3897 para o táxi.
Engine 2
Ingresso
starts.
na Mike à sua direita, evitando o Airbus à sua frente. Taxi a Mike Echo, que é legal no 015.
Mike Echo no 095, TAM 3897.
So 2 LATAM aircraft about to depart, myself and Neo, and behind us, just stand the CEO. The one behind, they are flying to Londrina. So the aircraft just landed.
Afirmativo, já está
It's the
desviando o tráfego 3897.
Azul aircraft heading from Compton's.
Please set parking brakes.
It's the parking brake. So you push them onto
Já tem
the
reporte o tráfego?
Parking brake set.
outer taxiway, very nicely done.
Ele tá na taxi 90.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
I'm not sure about Toolbar disappearing, Windsplash. I mean, I use a mod to get rid of my handlebars, just better for screenshots. But Toolbar itself still exists. So I would suggest to check your Sim's settings. Maybe something's gone off from there. Right, engine 1 starts, should been checked automatic. Engine 1 starts. As engine 1 goes, door pre-control checks, starts with the elevators, the ailerons, rudder, and the spoilers. Looking good. Sound position 1. The ATC's IVAO with high pixels. The ATC is IVAO. So on a network similar to that sim and Pilot Edge, with real people like AI multiplayer in sim, density is currently set to 0 because this is all in sim third-party multiplayer. Yeah, that's a real person. That's a real person. They're on online network, flying their own accord. Their voice is currently speaking on the IVAO network. Right, so wait for engine 1 to start and stabilise. We'll turn beacon lights on. Always handy to have. Just turn some integrated lighting for the sake of the cloud cover.
O Airbus 90 está no ponto espera 09 esquerda. Posição 09, pista 09 esquerda, autorizando a decolagem.
Thank you, Rashid. Thank you very much for the kind words.
Autorizado a decolagem 09 esquerda, o Airbus 90.
Oh, in that case, when Splash potentially, in the Sim's kind of flight configuration, turn off live weather and live time. If you have both of those turned on, it reduces your options. So set it to random time around the weather, and then do it when you're in the sim. That I has been issued in the past. Right, wait for a gap in the ATC, and request our taxi intentions.
Decolagem 17 da direita na 094 ajuste, TAM 3894, 97.
TAM 3271 is ready for taxi.
3271, taxi to reporting point running 17 right, via taxi Mike and Echo, QNH 1014.
TAM 3271 cleared to taxi holding point 17 right by Mike and Echo, QNH 1014. Disconnect there, parking brake, increase throttle, and activate our taxi lights.
O TAM 3898, controle São Paulo, e vou lá pisar na Bravo Bravo.
O 3898, ciente, mantém antes da barra de parada.
Vai manter antes da barra de parada, TAM 3898.
So here you see there, actually talking
São Paulo,
Portuguese.
Sky 2329, desce para Congonhas via DOP 1 Alfa, agora na vertical de SP 094, nível 220.
Airspace where it's loud, they just speak their own native languages. Which adds another level of dynamic. It just adds another, it's another dynamic level to flight sim, which makes life a lot more realistic and not we've been given permission for the runway, and we'll be departing very shortly.
Prevista 17 direita, desce para 5500 via ajuste 10 no 4, Dream Sky 2329.
Whisky Mike Alpha, serviço está terminado o target de diferença total. Vai, Whisky Mike Alpha, valeu, boss. Valeu, Ian.
Best parts of the world, we call it the Ponte Aurora, the average. Ah, very good, Victor. Thank you for the knowledge. How are you today? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat. We are using freeware scenery for sorry, I'm going to butcher his pronunciation again. We are using scenery for the Sao Paulo Congonhas airports. It just basically redoes a lot of the mesh to make it more kind of lifelike to the real airports. So it's a free download. Just makes life a bit easier for you. Right. Yes, I will get the conference from this as releases East Coast. I will be definitely picking that one up. Max, spoilers armed, cabin secure.
Autorizado, livre a seção 280, 90 no meio.
Takeoff fig test. Pre-takeoff chest one. Nope. Oh yeah, sorry. Flaps 2 for takeoff today. TAM at 3271, holding 17 right, is ready to depart.
3271, running 17 right, clear for takeoff, wind 1, correction, wind variable 3 knots, QNH 1014.
Clear for takeoff, runway 17 right, TAM 3271. Right, let's go, shall we? I have heard Orbex's working for a scene on the airport. When they do release it, I will definitely be purchasing it because, again, kind of overlooking the cliff to our left hand side there, just the whole scenery is fantastic out here. I mean, default scenery, fair enough, this is off-gen building and all that, but it's done a fantastic job the whole word generation. That's so good. I'm sure someone who lives locally can tell me, well, not perfect, it's done a very good job at recreating the scenery.
7002 transfere centro Curitiba, passa 210 em descida.
7002, boa, para identificação. Dessa via agora para a via chegada Evral, Delta, aguarde LS Yankee 9 direita, Janeiro 014.
Switch our land lights is also on.
Yankee Evral no Delta, vai aguardar IMS Yankee da 09 direita, o 7002.
The chrono and takeoff.
Desce via para 6.000 pés e o Janeiro no 04.
Toga, SRS runway.
Afirmo, perdão, desce via para 6.000, só confirma por gentileza, Evra 1 no Delta pro 7002, correto?
Crash 60 knots.
Janeiro no 014.
80.
Ciente das informações, acionou Evra 1 no Delta, aguarda ILS Yankee da 09 direita, obedecer a 6.000 via.
V1 rotates.
Controle São Paulo, 3898, solicita cruzar 09 esquerda.
3898, cruzando a prova de teste.
20 degrees.
Cruzamento atualizado para 3898.
Down the nose slightly since we are not gaining too much noise speed, but reduced to climb position.
73271 ready contact on departure, climb to maintain flight level 290.
Climb maintain level 290 for TAM 3271. So increase our altitude to 290. Stick on autopilot. The aircraft now take control of our climb outs.
São Paulo, boa noite, Plantão 3019, está no site do aeroporto de Congonhas, pede autorização
across the F from the speed, so we can now raise our flaps. Just position 1, however, since we have got 2 station flaps out, so it gets to 200, we can raise the flaps entirely. Traffic density set to 0, high pixels, like I said, using the IVAO network, so all the air traffic you see is on the IVAO, but not within the sim. Right, it's up. So the altimeter to standard, going climb straight up to cruise. The aircraft that dropped in there. Also increasing backlighting just for sake of visibility. The sun hits from behind. Currently looking at evening time here in the east coast of Brazil. Some really good sunsets as we also prepare arrival into Santos Dumont. So only about an hour of flight time today. Nice and short little flight, but hopefully the approach should be quite a challenge for us. So we are pretty much going to be on the edge of our limits for the approach today. The actual flying's not too bad. There's a manual bit of flying got to do here, the right hand turn. And the runway touchdown is very, very short indeed. So we're losing time left for the runway. Don't be the softest touchdown ever, but the harder we touch, I guess the slower we do lose speed, and therefore the easier it is for us to actually make a stop in the end. So give it a go, see how it all happens for us. Not sure, I'm afraid, Winter. Your best bet, speak to Cyber Support, as that's like a sim issue, nothing that I personally can help you with. Sorry about that. It's not a personal issue to pass with, so I can't give you too much idea what I can do to solve it.
Autorizado ILS X-Ray da 17 direita, reportar estabilizado, Sky 2329.
As for which approach, on the charts, shall we? Get rid of that. So open charts list of the approach charts. 0 to the RNAV. Charlie. So the Yankee. That's probably tell us on the actual activity itself, won't it? If we go to activities, go to challenges. So it'll be there you go. RNAV, RMP, whiskey, runway 02 right to approach. The whiskey. This one, yeah, that's the one. You can tell because of the fancy right hand turn at the very end. So, RNAV 02 right whiskey, insert that. Transition none, no star, insert that. The one waypoint I believe we need to add to this, since it misses one of these by default. And it won't actually count towards the approach. Yeah, that's no out. We go back to the FMS. So Romeo Juliet 801 is included. This one, sorry. This one. So A01's included, but misses out. So approach from GELUT, which is fine because it's the GELUT transition we're using. GELUT, and then need to fly towards Romeo Juliet 31. So we add those to our flight plan. So from Kevin, we fly next waypoint GELUT. Waypoints. Then from GELUT, we fly Romeo Juliet 031. And Romeo Juliet 032. Then it's 801, 802, so forth, so forth. So we'll add that. Insert. From flight plan, that should no problem. So Nibiru, Kevin, GELUT. Both you and you. So GELUT 31, 32, and then the 800s. So that I presume, well, GELUT is presumably following on from there. GELUT. And there's a Saudi waypoints. There's Kevin. There's a Salu. Where is GELUT? GELUT. Yeah, so they continue on the same approach that then. Yeah, that's fine, cool. So that's all our waypoints now confirmed for the sake of getting the Volanta achievements. The aircraft's FMS, that's all the waypoints, all good to go. Seatbelts going to come off, passenger now in our cabin, and while we're flying, chance to look through the cabin and see who's on board our flights today.
3271, you're going to leave my airspace. I recommend you the Zalu 1 Alpha arrival. Ready service terminated, frequency change approved.
Leaving your airspace, TAM 371, we'll look at the SLD1 Alpha arrival, thank you very much. Otherwise, Unicom on 122 is late. Thank you very much, take care, and good night. Bye bye. Right, so off to Unicom, we are now.
Sao Paulo, boa noite.
Okay, he recommends to us to use the SLD1 Alpha arrival similar to the RNAV approach, but we'll go for the RNAV today. So as you can see, some of the clouds taking shape. Stormy out here at the moment. I'm going to turn the tap line off past 50,000 feet. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's fine. So while we're at cruise, let's go to the cabin and see who's on board the aircraft today, who's on our flights. Any names I recognise, give us a shout. Otherwise, for me, I don't think there'll be too many names I recognise on this aircraft. But you never know, someone may pop into view. Fortunately for me, probably not very likely. These are our passengers today. Nice and full aircraft, only a few entities dotted around the cabin. And passengers on the old air bridge. On the old, what do you call it? The, where was it? It was in the chat 10 seconds ago. There you go, the Ponte Aera, the air bridge. I'm sure on days where it's clear weather as well, clear skies, clear weather, it's a very scenic one as well, because you don't actually just fly alongside the Brazilian coast for the entirety of the flight. The coastline's kind of just there-ish, there you go. Coast's kind of following the snake along there. A few hills as well, a few peaks on our right-hand side. Imagine real life, it's a very pretty route. You never know, if I ever make my way to Brazil one day, which I'd love to go to, I might try and fly this trip in real life. Not sure when I'll go to Brazil. It's definitely one that I'll do in my lifetime at some point. You heard it here first, folks. Drawyah is coming to Brazil. I didn't watch the derby today, Teddy's no. I was out earlier on a bit of work, so I'm afraid I couldn't see the Manchester derby. I watched the highlights for it though. I hear the Watford game was alright too. Well, Watford of course won that game, but nice overhead kick from the what's his name at Watford. So that one I heard. Some good highlights as well. So I'll watch Match of the Day tonight and catch up with the games from today. I must admit, I didn't even know the result for the Manchester derby today. I presume City won. I don't see United winning this. The answer is... Oh, okay. Okay, I expected City to win. That was a bigger margin than I thought it would be. Yeah, United's going to struggle for the next couple of years, I think. I don't see them making their way back anytime soon. Sorry, United fans, it's true. You are going to struggle for the. You're going to become like Liverpool. Whoops, they're going to become like Liverpool now, where for the next 20 odd years you're going to see nothing. You may win the league again one day, but for at least the next 20-30 years, it's going to be absolutely nothing from your end. Dry up. Let's grab the approach charts on a whiskey. Get that pinned. So we'll make sure that we're down to mandatory 5800 at Romeo Juliet's 9031. Not yet. So RJ931. We'll make sure I'm suitable altitude for these waypoints. So GELUT 931, 031, 032, so forth, so forth. There's no other waypoints on this, so 931, 32, yeah, no, so much out manually, that's fine. Like I said, last time I did a flight into this airport, I did the approach, but I skipped this bit and went straight across the Romeo 801, and that loses you the achievements on Volanta. So today, make sure we're going to make all of that. So, 6,000 feet by GELUT. Start our top of descent to the GELUT point. So, sink the altitude, 6,000 feet. So, must be 6. Okay, fair enough. We're not quite there yet. 29,000. So, 72 miles descent today. 72 miles. So, get to FNS, fix info, GELUT. 72. So start descent, add 10 miles for the slowdown, 82 miles to the radius, top descent just after Kevin. So actually we're descending pretty much the moment our cruising altitude today. Shows you how short this flight really is. That's the approach. That really gets the brownie points on the strip. That and the fancy new PACX UI and pushback, which would be really good. So hoping that when it comes to the Heathrow RFE events, as when I land at Heathrow, I do need to change stands. Instead of start up the engine and taxiing on engine power, I'll get pushback to move us to the new stand instead. Hopefully, makes life a little bit easier for the controller as well. Certainly for me. Now, slow time to clear up now. The weather at Rio, well, check the flight map, the weather for that. There it goes. Cloud okay, so clouds visibility okay at destination. So approach performance, we only just print this out, so we'll use the same information. QNH 1006. Temperature right now, oops, the mouse keeps doing that. Temperature reported 28 degrees, very warm. Magnitude of wind currently 1908 knots. Really? I don't know what is it even trying to tuck onto? Some invisible window there. Transition altitude 8,000 feet. And the barometer will be 305. All flap standing. Nice and slow approach should be today to land. Scenery in this sim, truly phenomenal. Compare that to Brazil, compare that scenery in Brazil in general anyway. It really is it's a place to behold. So it's definitely on my list of places to try and visit over the next 5-10 years. Yeah, when you head down to South America, that's going to be it's a trip that needs a lot of planning, I'd say. A lot of planning. Welcome, Paul, how are you doing? Welcome, Swiftly, sorry. Welcome, Prox. Currently... you didn't have to order you, dude. Very, very good. So I presume then you spot a lot of these, you don't really get so much long-haul flights into Santos Dumont, but so they do quite a few fun approaches in there, so... Not Santos, sorry, SP, that's Congonhas, Sao Paulo. So yeah, saying there as well, I don't get many long-haul flights, very restricted due to runway short length, but I imagine quite a fun place to live anyway, so nice to have a local on the stream today. How you doing, dude? See me down from the window, very nice, Sakita. Right, start descent. Following the start, we need to be down to, initially, 6,000 feet. So, get down to 6,000 now. Very short little flight this. Start our descent, and let's get ourselves down to Santos Dumont. Thank you, Bad. Glad you joined the watch. Hope you're doing right today, dude. With the FlyByWire, it should follow our constraints down through descent, and maintain our speed, so it'll be very little for me to input manually into the aircraft today. If we go a little bit high by the start of the start of the RNAV operation, I can always take things in manually, but I'm hoping, touch wood, the aircraft should have most of that under control today. So as long as we're at 6,000 by GELUT, follow the path down, so GELUT 6,000, Range Jet 9314, 8,000, 3,500 by Range Jet 31, stick at 3,500 presumably, till ISO by 32, 2,100, 1850 by 801, 1540, 802, and I'll follow the from there. So 1 degrees down, there you go, 2.85 degree glide path down, so Roman Juliet 032, Mark 2.85 on to the tracked angle of attack. Bring the aircraft down from there, that's handy to know. Ever since I got Navigraph and had those tips from EasyJet and Pilot, my 320 simming's been so much better, I must say. So fair play to SimPilot, his help's been fantastic. He pops in every so often, his help is fantastic, so I've always got to say a massive thank you to him for popping by. Yes, I'm not too far away now, Paul, not too far away now. Hopefully get a day one stream for it when it comes out. We'll do Cusco again soon, Diego. Hope not too long now to do some more Cusco flights. Hopefully do more South America in general, because there's a lot to look at down here. As much as I love Europe, there's a lot more down here to spot visually. Do flights to Tegucigalpa, something like that. Would be also approach. I plan to list there, Masso. I think it's worth doing. Right, so about 60 miles away now from entering the start. I'll just enjoy some more of the coastline as we continue to descend down. So we'll start up our approach formation, so runway 02 right landing. Inbound from the west. Something through level 220. Yeah, Toolbar Pushback looking so much better now. Just that the pre-planning on its own, it makes it so much worth it. I mean, everyone knows that Better Pushback was known because of its pre-placement, and yeah, it does help to no end that. So can't wait to use and abuse Pushback position. It's a shame it doesn't have the voice commands. Was Pushback Zoomer, which I used to use for the voice commands, was very handy, but it doesn't have the pre-planning. If it has the accuracy of pre-planning, then it makes life so much easier. I wonder if there's a way you can combine both. If I can figure out that, then I'd be a lot happier. I might look into that. Can you use Toolbar Pushback to kind of pre-planned position, and then Pushback Zoomer for the voice? Can you kind of use and abuse the two mods together? I'm going to look into that now. I'm going to look into that. It would be really good if you can. You spent that about 3 or 4 times now, Cheese. The answer is no. I'm not going to do that anymore. Say it once, then it repeats. I've heard the email splash. I've seen videos of it as well, Sakita. Definitely need to do it at some point soon as well. To be fair, most flights in this region are worth doing because of the scenery, especially on the coast and the Amazon. Some very pretty stuff out here. Not too bad, Azul. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. The chat's how's there, dude? Passing through 17,000. We've got another 40 miles to go to get our first waypoints. 40 miles. Yeah, that's plenty of altitude for it. 40 miles, 11,000 feet. No problem. A few screenshots while you're from Volanta now. Worth a look if you like your screenshots. You do get some really good stuff. So, I mean, I have flown out of Sao Paulo before, but I've done it out of the main airport. Sorry, I'm looking at the name. Guarulhos. Sao Paulo Guarulhos. There you go. Thank you. Guarulhos Governador Andre Franco Montaro International Airport. I've done a flight out there before. In fact, and that was to Rio as well. Direct parallels what you can pass, which is. Find it again. Not on my map, apparently. I did it the project, didn't I? Okay. I have done this route before. I've done it from the main airport, Guarulhos, to Rio's main airport. This one. Galea. So I have done the flight before, which is parallel to what I'm doing right now, because this is the more fun one. The smaller airports in Sao Paulo, the smaller airports in Rio. Trickier departure, well, tighter departure, trickier approach, so it's more fun to do the commercial flight 8, passengers on board. You get FlightControlReplay, I'll come into that later on as well. Already done the setup tour, Oliver, already done one. If you don't use your own voice, Kai, then yes, you can use text chat as well. So you see there's a lot of text chat as well. Let's communicate with pilots. So you can see, so SBLJ traffic, 738 lining up, taking off runway 20 left. So you can, there's me self, so there's me announcing my descent from 02 right. So you can use text if you want it as well. It's not a requirement to use voice. If you wish to use just text, you can just text the ATC. It's recommended you use voice, better immersion, but no one stops you from just using text if you don't want to. I won't be forcing you to, don't you worry. Cheshire Blue, what's the extra mash? Domino's through him. How do you pull SimBrief into Volanta? You just connect SimBrief to Volanta. If you go to your settings, I'm trying to figure it out. There you go, I believe it's just linked to this. So if you go to settings, connections, you can add your SimBrief username, your project flight, you can add your different usernames and accounts to it, save changes, and then all connections will appear through that. So you just use the connections tab on the Volanta to add it. Passing through 10,000 feet very shortly. About 44 minutes till expected arrival. We are very nicely ahead of schedule at this point in time. Time right now, about 11:30 tonight. Welcome Igor. Flying Chinatown and Rio. Very, very nice. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. On the seatbelt sign before I forget. We should get the coming shortly message.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Also, we announced that we are ahead of schedule. We're definitely at least 20 minutes ahead of schedule at the moment. Okay, we're now about 20 minutes ahead. From there, the satisfaction struck will jump quite nicely for me now. It's just so early. Need to delay things a little bit, we can do, but so far looking very, very good.
Rio de Janeiro. Flight attendants will be passengers in cabin select any class one final time. Please ensure tray table that shows.
Take the altimeter up to 101, sorry, 1008. I can imagine. If I ever go to Brazil, I'll be choosing one of the cooler times of year, kind of the spring or autumn. I'd never go in the middle of summer. I'd just roast to death within a week, within a day. To be fair, it's just that hot. I mean, I went to Greece in the middle of May, and I just burned in Greece. I came back, my neck was all blistered and horrible because it just burned right through me. So yes, if I go to Brazil, I'll choose a slightly cooler time of the year to go. To reach one more to add to my flights. So hopefully this time we will now be entering the RNAV approach, following the guideline and got to us by the Volanta map. If not, we'll just do it by vectors. That'll be fun. But yeah, quick look at the flight plan. Initially starting off at 6,000 feet, mandatory 4,800 by 931, 3,500 by 3031, hold 3,500 to 032. Correction, 2,100 by 032, and then just follow a 2.85 degree glide path down, approach into the runway. So we'll get that all pre-configured now. So next altitude constraints, 6,000, show over 200s, at GELUT, so we'll pass this mountain, continue to the next step of descent, get FlightControlReplay up and running, ready to call our landing. The A320 at Santos, Dumont. Let's start recording. Transitions 8,000. We're in Brazil Core, 8,000 feet. We shall activate the approach phase. We'll keep a very close eye on Volanta, which we're going to stay within the boundaries on the map. I really care about that today. I'm going to go anywhere outside today and stick to it. Right, okay, let's continue descent down to 4,800. One. Oh, is it 7,000? Sorry, in Sao Paulo, and Rio. Sorry, Hector. 4,000. Gosh, okay. So it's not like a. Well, to be fair, given the size of the country and the climate, I can imagine there will be changes. But fair enough. It's not like a blanket 8,000 tile country. Depends which region you're in. It's fair enough. It's not really a mess. Like I say, depends on the size. Depends on the. Environmental factors, really. Yes, that's the one, Oliver. That is the one. Continue down to 3,500. 2. So let's continue to slow down. Let's lose its altitude now. All the way down to 2,700, which we need to be at by Romeo Juliet 032. That's when we have to make. No second chance if we're not. What we'll do is manually descend at rate 1,200 feet per minute. We go flaps 2 until we get to the final approach. So there's the main airport. And there today, our airport is very neatly tucked away behind this hill over here. We're a bit on the higher side at the moment. It's going to increase our rate of descent. Right, runway GELUT 031. Can accelerate slightly, down to 1,500 feet per minute. So far, so good. Into our track now. So we're going to send it at an angle of 285, was it? Yes, 285. So it'll be 2.9. As soon as we get to that runway GELUT 032 points. So on left, that's Janeiro Airport. It's the main airport of Brazil. Here in Rio, sorry. Set our descent now. 2.9 down. Continue descent. Follow the glide path as required. This is the scenic bit. It's also really the the mine's managing bit. Anything goes wrong, so at this point it will go wrong.
2,500.
Everything description, metallic, all mods, websites, apps, everything, all in description. Right. Reduce speed, give complete control about the aeroplane. Can't use max braking, so if you're needing braking, arm spoilers, then they gear down. Just going to kiss the top of the hill right now in front. Final turn, and that I'm going to do by hand.
1,000.
1,000. Hand cam back up. I'll let the aircraft start turn off. If it starts to look a bit far to the side, then I can always take control if I need to.
1,000.
Approach this.
1,000. 1,000.
A320 still in control. 20 still in control. So far so good. Right, under control. Come on.
500.
A little bit to the far set.
100 above. 200.
There we go.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard,
throttle.
5.
Reverse set. Hold the brakes out. Gonna need it. 80 knots. 60 knots, reverse is cut. There we have it. Welcome to Rio Santos Dumont. This airport makes me laugh, it really does. Spoilers down. What's up?
And it's currently about 26 degrees Celsius. You can now use
Was that 270 feet per minute touchdown? I'll take that.
aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bin, as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your
Right,
final destination,
vacate the runway.
thank you for flying
Transponder
with us.
off.
If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check
And
your
lights
itinerary
off.
to ensure a
And
smooth
taxi lights
installation of the
set.
journey.
No worries, Paul. Glad you enjoyed it. Don't forget, we've got a replay for this, so don't go anywhere just yet. If you watch the landing from the passenger's perspective, you have got a replay to enjoy afterwards. So you can enjoy this from the windows. Yeah, it's a heck of an approach to this. If you get a chance to try it yourself in Flight Sim, I do recommend it. It's one to remember. Let's go over to the main terminal. Probably deactivated all parts a little bit late there, but not terribly late. Well, have a look. I'm sure from a passenger perspective, nothing went wrong with that flight today. All went as planned as you could have done. Welcome. Enjoyed the Bossa Nova Hotel right next to the airport. I'm sure I will. Like I say, if I ever go to Brazil, I want to experience this airport, and I definitely want to experience the RNAV approach onto runway 02 right or left if you're unlucky enough to on that one. But so if I go Brazil, I'll keep an eye on the weather, and if the approach is kind of active on the day, then yes, definitely one to book. Right, turn off the taxi lights. I'm going to blind the ground crew. So that turn was horribly done. Turn right, turn right, turn right. I didn't turn it off, I just turned it to takeoff lights, so they're definitely blinds now. Right, slight adjustments. Staying steady. Hi there, Brazil. Welcome to Rio. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Departure state, excellent on the ATC there. Even if I did completely mess up my intention. And stop. Parking brake sets. Just only use 02. Oh, okay. In that case, actually, yeah, of course I only use the runway 02 side because it conflicts with the traffic out of the main airport. So you're right. It would only use 02 side. I'm gonna have to wait for the APU to start up for something for the seatbelt sign because we are slightly well, I forgot to turn it on basically. So wait for that to get going first. Then we'll turn the engines off. Then we'll disembark and go for the replays. It's a good old flight that. Really enjoyed it. Nice and short, nice and simple. What was that? 50... It was like that. 42 minutes today flight time. 42 minutes. Landed 11 early, plus 20 already announced. Actually, we landed half an hour early today. I'm sure passengers would really appreciate. Right, you're going to be starting up any second now, APU. Any second now. AP available. AP lead sets. Engines off. Let's now come off. And then wait for the N2 to drop below 18. I never remember, it's either 18 or 12 when the N2 drops. That's when you then turn off the beacon lights, let ground crew move into the aircraft position. So beacon lights off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rio Santos Dumont. Later right now is approximately up to 10 PM. The temperature charge 20 degrees centigrade and looking nice and clear sky tonight. We thank you for flying LATAM. We're about half an hour early. Total flight time of 42 minutes and 35 seconds. We thank you for flying with us today, and we hope you have a safe onward journey. Cabin crew, dishandles cross check please. Thank you for flying with us today. So that'll be 8. Just the cabin. JetBridge.connect, sorry. Back to you, sorry. Jetway. There you go. Now connect. Scenery as well. It's, yeah, nice garden sunset. All the surfaces come together. It's very, very sweet indeed. Right, so I'm hoping now, with any luck, I should now have the achievements for events, challenges completed. Boom, there we go. Finally got it. The RNAV 2 right approach into South Dumont. Should have got it last time because I missed up the approach slightly. Didn't get it included. It was Miami to Ibiza, top of the world, got milk, Gibraltar, which I'm sure I've done in the past again, but again. Dubrovnik, someone to add to the list. Got Queenstown, someone as well. And then, yeah, I'm sure I've done Queenstown as well in the past. And Courchevel, that one I've done group flights, not necessarily recorded it on the old IVAO, so that one definitely to add to the list. So I hope to try and get these challenges completed. Just beef the profile up a little bit. Some of these achievements on the old Volanta front page as well. Don't know if we'll quite get to 19 flights this month. Last month, February, was very good for flying to me. I mean, what, 28 days, 19 flights. A lot of those had 2 or 3 stops in them, so fair enough, that's quite a really good month for flying. Going to upload one last screenshot to Volanta, which is this one on the ground. And then bring this to an end. Also, I have got passengers disembarking. Get about those. It's a good trip today. Replay. Distance from IVAO, thank you for the 8 seats today. The departure was superb. Yeah, completely ignored the controller. Hey, I recommend you take the other approach. Yeah, no, we can do our own approach. But no, that on other achievements. I've been logging for a little while now, so it's just nice to get it off and on the list. Right, so in-flight reports. So LA320neo, A320neo from that airport in Sao Paulo to Rio Santos Dumont. Flight time only 38 minutes in total. Planned departure 15, departed at 10. Planned arrival midnight 12. He actually arrived at 49. Passengers on 82, 90 satisfaction. Landing at 275. Got time at 58 minutes exactly. Other than that, very good from the flight. Passengers very happy. I'll drop reports in chat. Feel free to break it down in your own time. With the link going up now. I'll be back again soon, Takita. I'll be back again soon. Go to Dubrovnik in the 326 minutes that comes out. Yes, that is an option. That's very much an option. I'm sure I did the other way around. Dubrovnik to Gatwick in the past. And that was when we had that Golf Alpha Yankee guy doing circuits at Gatwick and forcing us to do a go around. I'm sure that was a Dubrovnik flight. I'm fairly certain it was. Right, greetings Jonathan from Brazil. Welcome to our replay. Right. Great. Forgot about that. Sorry, needs to close all the exits. Hang on. Forward door and the cargo door. On that close. Ignore the ground vehicle, I should be reversing away anyway. Right, replay time. So start off on the... First of all, start to see alarms. Right, so first replay from the left hand side. This is the more scenic side. This is where you're looking down at the ground, which entitled approach. While descending the entire way down, it's quite. I mean, look, the hill's right there as well. It's got a hill that basically comes up and meets you at the aeroplane. Hell of an approach to this. This is around now manual control, having to make those last minute adjustments for what are we banking at the end there. Actually, I'm interested. So we're doing about 35-40 degrees at this point, just to try and correct our position, correct our heading with the runway. The sun just peeking behind the mountain there. Christ Redeemer just about visible on the peak right there. Keep it steady. You can totally see the hand move as well. If you go back to the actual main bit of flight, you can see the yoke with a stick in this occasion really starting to push side to side. Keep it steady. And right now, not so much a case of how soft you touch down, rather how soon you touch down. Again, it's a short old runway here at Santos Dumont. You're really using the brakes the entire way down it. Otherwise, you're out of the water to the side. So it's an experience. One day I'll do it in real life. Right, let's do the view from the front. This point the aircraft makes the bank to the right. We're looking up to the water on this occasion, so apart from Christ Redeemer, it's once again staring down at us. Staring out the water this side, but again, you get an idea of the banking we're having to do for this. In fact, this side's close to all the mountains and hills anyway, towards the main living bit of the city. I don't know, is favela really? I don't know, favela, is that a word generally well? I don't know, so you go to Africa, you don't really tend to call them slums. Well, it's slums for kind of African countries, favelas kind of in the South Africa. Slums is Asia, shantytown's Africa, favela is South American. But those are kind of the words that you tend to avoid to describe these areas. So just really getting a sense of the bank very shortly. Then push to the right hand side. Keep the aircraft steady. Looking out the water. Closer and closer to the ground. Steady. Level the runway. Making those last minute adjustments. Oh, and I love that shadow as well. The shadow on the ground. Beautiful. Off the building, straight onto the ground. Very, very nice. Drawyah City. There you go. Thank you, Jonathan. Alright, so the same from the landing gear point of view. I have to do it from the approach actually, because of how much we're having to bank at the end there. Just so I get the angle right, I have to position this here and then bring it back. So yeah, we'll view the landing gear just before touchdown, so kind of like that. And then we'll bring it back, but we don't want too much, because again, the aircraft banking the whole way down. But once again, with this view, just gets us in, just really pushing the aircraft from like a level to really to the side. As you make that very, very short final turn there. I left it on autopilot a bit too late there. The autopilot should have gone through a bit earlier. that I don't deny. It's drone cam, Jace out. This is drone cam. Nice and steady, idle throttle, reduce the descent rates, and touchdown. Sense line, not great, went like that. There you go, not bad. Do the same for tail cam, that's going to be another impressive view for the approach. As well as this bank, we're extending the whole way down too. So you both have to manage your heading and your speed and your altitude all at the same time. Fortunately, the Airbus, the speed's done automatically. Flying something like an Embraer or a Boeing, you're going to have to manage speed as well. So your throttle is all in by hand. Yes, this is FCR, Diego. This is FlightControlReplay. I'll go to Replay Tool and Flight Sim. There's a lot more you have to do with this aeroplane just to keep it on that approach path. Bit of correction. There's the adjustments. My desktop flash up there a second ago. So yeah, it tends to fly a little bit off. Apart from that, there's more than there. Steady landing that. One last replay, and that'll be from the actual runway side. So get drone cam, turn off the follow mode, stick it back on short final, sit the aircraft cam, well, sit the camera to the side. So if you try and spot our airplane on that final bank, there's the airplane now. Bring it back a bit. There's a ooh, that's gonna be quite a view. Airplane now. There's our airplane. There's Christ Redeemer. Towering up above. Because this is the last 30 seconds before touchdown. Not on heading, not on position. Altitude a little bit low in some regards, but that's the approach. There's Guanara Bay just below us. Guanabara Bay. Preferably not with Kai's pixels. Just stick to IVAO traffic. Because ultimately, if you're still on Unicom, you will see the aeroplanes as well flying around you. Coverage is different to actual traffic. There we go. So this is the final bank. Adjustments. This is really from the ground as well. You just see how messy this approach really is. Kind of positioning and everything. You just don't really see where it's coming in and out of. It's quite something. As Dumont, it's quite something. So yeah, that is well, that's flight. So that was Sao Paulo. Get it one more time. Sao Paulo Congon has airports to Rio de Janeiro, Santos, Dumont. That was a FlyByWire A32NX flying the LATAM colours. What's wrong with my reverses? There we go. Flying through FlyByWire A32NX in LATAM colours. That was IVAO rating departure. That was a heck of an approach on FlightControlReplay there to watch as well. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Overall, the good old flight, which finally is an achievement I've been waiting for a long time now in Volanta, which is this one. This one. The SBRJ another challenge. Whiskey Runway 2 right. Tried it last time, didn't get it because of reasons, and now find it off the list. So, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, do subscribe. If you haven't already, do like it as well. It does help channel out, and I'll see you again soon for some more Flight Sim action. Monday, Tuesday probably won't be streaming. Wednesday we shall see. I am on late shift, so unfortunately it'll be difficult if I do. Friday, probably the next day, kind of guaranteed streaming soon. But it depends on the week really goes. If the week goes good, then we'll probably stream. If it doesn't go so good, then I might give Friday a break as well. Other than that, thank you for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I shall see you again soon. Take care, have a good one, and bye bye.